Hello and welcome back to Kev's Hobby Showcase. I am of course Kevin. You may have also seen me on Tabletop Jones Productions presents 2 Idiots Playing Board Games, where John and I are the 2 Idiots Playing Board Games. Excuse me. And you also will get to see us on if you choose to view our Patreon, our channel there, Tales from the Tabletop. And today I'm going to be doing the last part of 5 of the Heroes of Hadley's Hope for the game Aliens and the Glorious Day in the Core. And today it's probably the most popular characters from that movie. You have Ellen Ripley, you have Corporal Hicks, and Newt. So these three basically would make up the last of those 15 minis, because like I said, instead of just making one big colossal video of trying to paint all of them, let's break it up into videos of where it was 3 minis each, and these are the last ones. So this is Heroes of Hadley's Hope, Part 5. Of course, I have to prime them, as you saw. They're not primed yet. So there is a bit of weather today, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it outside. We'll see how that goes. All right, so if I come back and I say the primer's dry, it was a problem and I couldn't film it. Otherwise, next is priming. All right, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and the weather's pretty good for priming, so let's just get to it. All right, so we've got 3 little tiny minis to do, so it's not going to take long. So that was Ripley. Oh, gotta make sure you get all of it. Here we go with Hicks. Okay, that's Hicks, and now for Newt, which is probably the smallest mini that I really have to deal with. Okay, and well, that's it. All right, so I'm gonna let the primer dry, let it settle in, and then we'll come back. Let's do some base coating. All right, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. Okay, all that primer has had time to dry, and now we're going to just get to it. So each 3 characters, kind of a little bit different in their own way, so it's not going to be like the same color scheme like it was last time when it was all Marines. It's going to be a little bit different, so let's just get to it. Okay, but I will start off with the Marine Hicks. Okay. So I am going to be home this week, and one of the things I intend on doing is taking out the game for this and doing a run through again. First time I did it, it didn't really go well for the Marines. So I'm hoping to have a better time on for their sake. Alright, let's get this in. Like I said, for each character today, it's going to be a little bit different. Alright. Okay, that's Hicks. And I could pretty much put this color away for now. Now Ripley, I'm going to use light blue, because for most of what she's wearing was that color. Let's see, what have I got here? All right. Whoops. almost flung this at myself. Alright, well, it's a light blue and it's showing up very subtly on this. Now the jacket is going to be a different color, I believe, like a brown or a black, I'm not sure which yet. Alright, so that's part of Ripley. And Newt is going to be a lot more of this color. I am going to go heavy on the wash with Newt because, I don't know, for those of you who remember the movie, she was quite filthy. Of course, that's what that's what happens when you have to just hide from an alien that's going to kill you. Alright, so that went quick, so I'm going to just do, you know what? Okay, so let's bring Ripley back over here. And I'm going to use brown on the jacket. So, decision's been made. Okay, now I should get a smaller brush for that. Okay. One thing I have been trying to figure out is if I should paint the aliens. Because first and foremost, I would need black primer, and I haven't really been able to find it. I know it exists, I just haven't been able to find it. When I go to Brown's Hobbies, I generally only find white or gray, at least, you know, recently. I mean, I've seen black primer there in the past, I just haven't seen it the last few times I went. And I can't commit to going there frequently, so I don't ask them to order me anything. Because that would not be the right thing to do. Alright. Okay. How's that? Oh, I think... I may have to wait for that to dry first. Okay. Alright, let me think. Is there anything else that could use brown? And the answer is no. Let's clean that brush. Alright, we shouldn't need this anymore. Alright, anything else that I could add before I take a break? You know what? No, you know what? Because I was going to paint Newt's shirt, but I think I should wait till the paint on the pants dries before I do that. Alright. Okay, so, yeah, that went a little bit quick, but usually with pieces this small, it does go quick. I mean, there are a lot of colors I still have to add, but, you know, it is going to go somewhat fast. So, stay tuned, and I will be right back. Hey, welcome back, and the paint has had some time to dry, so we're just going to get to it and put more on. Alright, so let's get right onto it. Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start using gunmetal. I mean, it's going to be mostly for Hicks, but Ripley has a little bit as well. So, let me get myself a nice brush. Okay. Alrighty. You know, I just realized, you know, it's been a while since I put this mini together. I just realized that the gun he's holding is the shotgun he was using when they were in the nest. Did not realize it before. Alright, so I'm going to use gunmetal on all the gear too, so... because once I know where all the gear is, it's easier to figure out where to put all the, where to put camouflage and all that. He's got little bits of gear all over him, so I'm just trying to cover it all. Yeah, I mean, I purposefully saved these 3 characters for last because I figured they were the most popular ones. So I figured, why not do all the other ones first, finish up with this trio. Alright, so get the boots. Okay. Okay, let me get a little bit up here. Okay, alright, so that's Hicks. Let's get Ripley now. Alright. So, yeah, so anyway, I am going to be putting all these Heroes of Hadley Hope. I started already putting all these Heroes of Hadley Hope videos in a playlist so that if you are inclined to, you could just start watching one and just let it play through. Alright, so now let's see, what else can we do? Alright, for Newt, I'm using tan for the shirt. It's hard to tell in the picture of the box what color it is. I mean, at first it looked like an orange color, but wasn't entirely sure on that. Of course, it's going to be a little bit difficult later when I'm coming back on into this piece to get her hair, because there's like little strands here and there. Alright, so I got that little bit. Alright, let that go. Now, what to do next? Well, I think I'm going to stick with Newt, and I'm going to get the helmet that she's wearing. It's a good thing I didn't put away the olive green. And it's a good thing I didn't put away the gunmetal either, because there's still gear on her helmet. Okay. Alright. Now, what else could I do? So I'm going to try to do as much as possible, not just to do a little bit and then, I don't want to do like a couple of minute-long segments. I'd rather have them last a bit. Alright, you know what? Since they all need it, let's take out the flesh tone. Alright. 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 course, I have to let this dry on her before I come back and do her hair, which is going to be black. Alright, that's Ripley. Now Newt. Unfortunately for her, it's looking more like just a big glob of paint. Hopefully when it settles in, it looks better. And now Hicks. Alright, can fill it in nicely here. Okay. I remember when I first started painting these, I thought each one of them was going to take so long because there's so much little details to make, but they generally go pretty quickly because they are such little details. Let's see, anything else before I take a break? Because I think I need to let a good part of this paint dry before I do anything else. Actually, there is one thing I can do on Ripley, is her sneakers. I need a nice tiny brush. Well, not tiny, but it's at the very least cleanish. Okay. Oops. Okay. All right, now let's see. All right, for Newt, if I'm going to be getting all the shoes done, I may as well get hers. And let's see, what color should I make hers? It's not very clear on the box that I got here. Actually, get that gunmetal color out again. Okay. All right, so trying to get as much in as I can while I can, so this doesn't take forever. Okay. All right, so we're gonna let that dry, and I'll come back. I'll maybe start doing the camouflage on Hicks, do at least the hair on Ripley, and also Newt, and also see what else little details I got to put in, because then after that I can start doing the base and eventually the wash, and then it's all finished. All right, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. Okay, welcome back. Not that you went anywhere. So, you know, giving that paint some time to dry, and I'm going to try to finish up on all these little details and maybe even get the bases done. So let's get to it. All right. All right. All right, so where should I start? All right, so for Newt, what basically I've left is just a little bit of yellow we got to put for her hair, and a little bit of gunmetal for the little bit of gear that's on the helmet, and then the base. So let's get to it with her. Let's start off with the gunmetal. Okay. Get a little bit of gear that covered her face. All right. All right. Now let's get the yellow one for her hair. All right. Oops. Let's not have things fall. All right. So it's very subtle. All right. Don't think there's too much that comes around here, but I'm going to put a little bit. All right. Okay, so that that is the last of the details that I could see for Newt. And I'm going to take care of the base right now. Okay. All right. So, once this is done, when this game finally makes its way to one of the channels that we have, which is basically well, either one of the other ones. I don't know if it's going to be on Patreon just yet, but it's going to look awesome. All right, so Newt is done for now, because we still got to do wash and go over the name with the like a metallic color. Oh, actually, I don't know why I'm putting this away, because let's take Ripley back out and let's get some of. So let's get her hair first. Okay. I think one of my favorite scenes from this movie, and I just recently found it on YouTube so I could watch it whenever I want, was near the end of the movie when the aliens were coming for them, and they had set up all of these barricades and they had set up those remote guns, and then all of a sudden they were in the complex. They were trying to figure out how, and they were getting out of the motion detectors, and Hudson was reading it and telling how close they are, till finally Ripley was like, "That's impossible, that's inside the room." And she's trying to figure out how they could have gotten in, and she suddenly looks up towards the drop ceiling. And that's when they realize, oh shit, that's how they got in. A little bit of the gun was bare, so I just figured just do it with this. Okay, so that was really all that was left to be done on Ripley, as far as any details that were left. So let's get now. It's going to be a little hard to do the base, because normally I like to rest my thumb on top of the piece, but if I do that, I'm going to be wiping off just exactly what I just put on. So let's just be extra careful. Oh, actually, there is one thing I forgot. But since I already started this, figure finish it. See if I can. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes got to be creative with the way you hold things. All right, oh, let me put her down. So yeah, I did forget one thing that I wanted to do, and I was looking at the picture, and around the area where it's like it would be her socks was like a brownish color. Let's not put that too far away because I'm going to need it for Hicks. So, yeah, let me get that brownish color. And then for now, Ripley would be essentially done. Okay. Now Ripley's done, at least for now. Okay. Now Hicks, I'm going to give him the once over, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, the only thing I really have left with him, well, there is one little bit as far as the gear goes. I forgot to get the little bit that's on his face. I need to get a good brush for this. Okay. Now, as far as the rest of it for him, I got to do the camouflage. So, start with the white. Okay. Like I always said when I'm doing the camouflage, I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to how I do it. You know, it's just mainly, it's just like a, you know, random pattern like camouflage usually is. Yes, this is the one. All right, so put the gray in there, and then the black part of it will be from the wash. So. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for that. Oops. So I don't want to overdo it because if I overdo it, I'm essentially just covering up all the green. All right, but now, oh, actually no, I'm not done yet with him because I got to get the base. All right. Where's the? I think that's the brush I've been using. All right. Well, like I said, sometimes you gotta get creative with the way you hold these things. Okay. Oops. Oops. Okay. All right. All right, so we're going to let that dry. And then when we come back, I'm going to be doing the names on the bases and like a metallic color. Yeah, hopefully it'll show up really nice. I'll do the wash on them, and then they're all finished. All right, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Excuse me. And getting ready to finish up these pieces and have all of the Heroes of Hadley's Hope done. All right, so let's just get right to it, right? Okay. Okay, now, basically all I have left is to just highlight the name on the base and to do the wash. So I'm going to do the name on the base first. All right. Try to get a good brush for that. So. Okay, huh. This is coming out better than it did in previous videos on the first try. Gotta try not to keep too much on the brush, otherwise it kind of doesn't come out so great. All right. Well, that's that. And now, let me put this, whoops, let me put this away. And now, the very last part, the wash. Okay. All right, Newt, I'm going to go a little bit heavier than usual if I can. All right. And now Hicks, because for Hicks, not only does it make certain features stand out, but it also helps with the camouflage. And there we go. It goes quick, and the pieces are small. All right. Okay, so let's get them on up here, ready to view. All right. Cpl.Dwayne Hicks, Ellen Ripley, and Rebecca Newt Jordan. Ready to face the aliens. Or are they? So, that's it for that. In this video, I'm going to try to post a picture with all 15 of them, if I can. Hopefully I remember. And so that's it for today. And, excuse me. So, like and subscribe and share this video as much as possible. Also, please check out Tabletop Productions. Do the same over there. And also, please, if you can, because it is a pay site, if you can check out our Patreon. It's Tales from the Tabletop, but also might be under Storytime Jones. So just check them out. Check that out if you can, and just have a great day and take care of yourself.